Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, it's weatherweb.net, and it is Friday the 9th of August. Thanks again for watching. Just a reminder that the site is kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen here, and it's when you come back and use the site that's what generates the revenue that keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that. Now it's Friday, which means it's our regular look at the longer range forecast. And the Japanese model has just been released. So this is the prediction for week 1. So this is based on data that was produced midday yesterday, Thursday. So this takes us forward from today, so from Friday the 9th, through to the 16th of August, so Friday the 16th. This is the 500 millibar height anomalies, and you see there that we've got lower than normal heights to the north of the UK, higher than normal to the south, and it's bringing the jet stream through us during the next week, hence the reason for this mixed week, but also the reason why it's more northern and western areas of the country that see most of any precipitation, whereas the south is expected to be staying generally drier, although there will be some outbreaks of rain even there at times, but generally this backing up what the other models are saying, bringing that westerly flow. Now into week 2, you notice the heights fall. This is from the 17th of August, taking us through to the 23rd of August. And notice the heights have fallen even more. So we've got those dark blue colours there. Here's the jet stream look with this trough line through or close to the country. That all indicative of unsettled conditions and the chance of more places seeing more mixed conditions. Again, Scotland seeing most of any rain and some rain affecting western areas too, with the jet stream blowing through. So all of this pointing towards this more unsettled period during that part of the month, and that's what we've been predicting for many weeks now, and it looks as if it's going to come true. And then the predictions for week 3 and week 4, which is from the 24th of August, taking us through until the 5th of September. And actually it's the 4th of September. And here you can see that the heights have come up to be around normal. So we start to see around or even slightly above normal heights. Still got this jet through here, but it's a much weakened feature. So hints of an improvement during this period. How long that lasts or not is a question mark at the moment, but I still think we are going to see an improvement during this last part of the month. So is the CFS backing this up? Well, this is the forecast from week 1 from the CFS through to the 15th of August. You see here higher than normal heights to the south, look lower than normal to the north. There's the jet going through. So some good agreement there from the GFS for week 1. Into week 2, again, quite good agreement. Higher than normal heights down towards the south. High pressure down here, and probably higher heights than they're showing on the Japanese. Lower than normal up here towards the north, low pressure in control, and a west to southwest flow. The jet stream there nudging its way through the country, bringing the unsettled weather. So the CFS wanting to make more of the idea of the south staying dry even through this period, the north staying in the mixed conditions. I think, though, that most of us do become more unsettled during this week. And then week 3, the CFS wanting to build the high out towards the east, low pressure towards the west. The flow tending to come more in from a southerly direction, so warmer, fairer, drier conditions during this final week of the month. We'll see an increase in temperatures. And does that carry on? Well, this is the week 4 forecast, the first week of September, and the CFS wanting to make things much more unsettled into this first week of September, putting low pressure close by, higher pressure to the north. This would be periods of rain moving up from the west-southwest, bringing some hefty rain through the country, particularly across more northern areas, but drier towards the south still. So the CFS wanting to bring us into a brief spell of dry weather, which again is what I've been saying for some time, but then that it would break again into the early part of September. And then what about September? This is a CFS forecast for Manchester. We just picked randomly on Manchester just to see what happens to temperatures and rainfall. And I think quite interesting look to note. Here's this building temperatures look during that final week of August. Then we see it stays that way for the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of September. But then look, the sharp fall off 4th of September time, and it then takes us down, look, with a sharp downward trend in temperatures, which is what you'd expect to see obviously as you go into September. 1 or 2 warmer spells it's trying to pick out here in the last third of the month, but what I wanted to show you is look at the rainfall amounts here through September. It really wants to make an unsettled month of it in September and a fall off in temperatures. So quite a mixed month. Yes, there'll be a few dry slots in there as well, and consistently the CFS has hinted at the third week of September perhaps becoming drier. But what's interesting is we see this fall off, no real heat wave in progress, although just one or two warmer spells, notably here and here. But it's trying to get us into a mixed month. Should we have a bit of fun? Should we look further ahead? Okay then, time for a bit of Jackanory. This is the 3 to 6 month forecast for Manchester from the CFS. Dates running along the bottom here, look, you can see, taking us through to February. And what's interesting here is that, look, we've seen this fall off in temperatures through November. Let's pick out the colder spells. Well, there's one here it's trying to do for the end of November, but before that, nothing particularly too dramatic. High pressure appears to be in here as well, middle to the end of the month, bringing frosty conditions. December looks to be quite mild, look, but we do get this colder spell between the 11th and the 15th. January, it tries to pick temperatures up through January, although a cold start to the new year. But then look, temperatures picking up through January, and really a mild month in January. And it's not until we get a taste of winter here around the 21st, but then temperatures really dipping off, look, right at the very end of the month. And then even further ahead, 6 to 9 months. Okay, believe it at your peril, but worthwhile just trying to have a look now and, you know, see what's on there. And February, interestingly, look, the CFS keeps it colder through much of February, so bringing us into a cold month in February before we see temperatures picking up through much of March. So it actually tries to pick temperatures up quite quickly in early March, then it falls them off again, look, pulls them off again later on in the month before we see a rise in temperatures. And no sign of the cold, really cold spring that we've had this year, although it may take some time to get going late in March. But according to the CFS here, February is the month we need to watch for a taste of winter. As I say though, believe that at your absolute peril. But it gives us a baseline now to start working on for the future. We've got a winter forecast going out to clients later next week, so I'll be telling you more about that as well. But for now, thanks for watching weatherweb.net. Don't forget to spread the word to your friends about us. You can always follow us on Twitter at Weatherschool. And for now, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.